Hello, you are watching Just Now. I'm Neha Shukla. The story further is here. The Department of Education of New York City has released the list of new schools coming the Bronx, Brooklyn and Queens on Thursday. One will be Bard High School, Early College, Brooklyn, and Accelerated High School in East New York, according to school's Chancellor David Banks. Students will be able to graduate high school with an associate degree and college credits. Banks stated, since this pandemic, just saying that we got to do school differently, we can't just return to doing it the way we have always done it. And these new schools are going to be a real reflection of the opportunity to reimagine how we are even doing schools. Banks stated further, the new schools will be more responsive to parents and students' needs. Out of the 9 new schools, 5 are newly constructed buildings. The rest will be revitalizing existing buildings.
All right, we got some members of the City Council come over to join us as well. Welcome, folks. Thank you, Justin. Welcome back, right? It's your house too, man. Absolutely. Well, thank you for being here, and it's really important time for us. The schools that you're going to learn about today reflect the fulfillment of 2 of this administration's promises. Number 1, to be responsive to the needs of our communities. That's number 1. We've said that from the beginning of this administration. We've been working to rebuild trust with our parents and our families. And we've heard from our parents and our families and our students about the kinds of schools that they want to have and they want to experience as part of the New York City Public Schools portfolio. And secondly, to reimagine the student experience. Since this pandemic, just saying that we've got to do school differently. We can't just return to doing it the way we've always done it. And these new schools are going to be a real reflection of the opportunity to reimagine how we're even doing schools. These schools will help us to build bright starts and bold futures for all the children of New York City. So in a minute, you're going to hear from Dr. Sean Rux. He's the Senior Executive Director of our newly revamped Office of School Development and Design. And he's going to give you some specifics about these 9 schools. They have different areas of focus, different specialties that make each of them unique. But they are a testament to a single core belief that there is something for everyone at New York City Public Schools. So whether your child, as I'm speaking to parents, if your child is looking for a big school, a mid-sized school, a small school, a school that has a particular theme or focus that aligns with the interests of your child, whatever you are looking for, we have it within the New York City Public Schools. And we're going to have even more now as a result of this announcement here today. So in these schools, our children will be able to explore their interests and pursue their passions. They'll be equipped with the skills, the creativity, and the critical thinking, along with the hands-on real-world learning experiences to help them to thrive as citizens who will change not only this city, but the world. And I think that's probably what I'm really most excited about. Each one of these schools is going to provide opportunities for kids to do deep thinking, critical analysis, learning to question everything that is happening around them. To me, that's what a true education should be about. It's not just going to school for the purpose of going to school. What I call schooling. Schooling is different from educating. And educating really is about how do you invoke thought, deep analysis, and that's what you're going to see represented in each one of these schools. I'm particularly excited to announce that we'll be opening an accelerated school, Bard Brooklyn, in East New York next year, as part of my commitment to open 3 new accelerated high schools in underserved communities. We opened the first accelerated high school, Bard Bronx, last fall, which has been a tremendous success and which serves students from the Bronx, and the majority of students attending live in the South Bronx. So we have lived up to our promise to that commitment. every elected official that I've spoken to in the Bronx is in love with this school, and the waiting list is incredible of kids waiting to get into the school. So we're really, really excited. Now we're going to be able to bring that opportunity also to Brooklyn. Bar Brooklyn will be the second of these accelerated schools, and again, will enroll students from the community. Students attending these schools have the opportunity to earn an associate's degree from BARD for free while in high school. Think about that. For those of you that went by you, they're able to emerge with a degree while they are still in high school that they do not have to pay for. And that's one of the reasons why I think parents are really excited about the BARD model. I'm excited that the Office of New School Development and Design is actively working on the development and the third accelerated high school to open the following year, which will fulfill our commitment. But before I turn it over to Dr. Rux, I'd like to thank our new school leaders. This is an incredibly exciting time as you prepare to welcome students to your schools in the fall. Let's give them, all the new leaders. To be able to open up a new school is a very different experience than taking the helm of an existing school. It's a different skill set. I was just sharing with each one of them. You need to have an entrepreneurial mindset to be able to do that. You're the keeper of the gate, and you're building from the ground up. And that's a daunting task. A lot of people would shy away from that. But it takes people who are built like trailblazers to say, I want to be the first principal for this school. I'm going to be the one that's going to hire all the teachers and the staff who come into this building and put their own imprimatur on what this school is actually going to be about. You can have a school that has a great name, Motion Picture High School. You can have a school that has a great curriculum. You can have a school that has on paper all the good stuff. None of it happens without a great school leader. They are the ones who activate all the good things that will happen in the school, including the great teaching that happens. Can't have a good school without good teachers, but you don't have good teachers without a great principal who knows how to hire those good teachers and put them in the right place and give them the supports that they need to be successful. The most important ingredient, in my opinion, in any successful school is a good, solid, successful leader. And that's why I really salute each one of you. And to tell you that I'm counting on each one of you. I opened 2 schools myself. The Bronx School for Law, Government, and Justice, which was my first principalship, and then years later, many people know it, at Eagle Academy. And it is not easy to open up a new school. It is fraught with its own set of challenges. But when you have the right folks, as we do, we feel really good about our ability to be really successful. And when they are successful, our kids are going to be successful. So last but not least, I want to say thank you very much to Dr. Sean Rux, who is working under the First Deputy Chancellor Dan Weisberg, and his team has led this important work. I want to say thank you to Nina Kubota as well, who's here from the SEA, for being shoulder-to-shoulder partners with us. With that, Dr. Sean Rux, I've known him for many years while he was principal and then deputy superintendent, and I know his commitment to the kids of this city, and it was one of the smartest hires that I've made in bringing him to head up this new office. And today you're seeing the fruits of his labor and his team as they have now introducing these 9 wonderful new schools that will open in September. Dr. Rux, thank you, man.
Good morning, good morning. Thank you, Chancellor. As far as I'm concerned, today is a celebration. Today is a celebration because we are actually here witnessing in real time evidence of how we are reimagining the student experience. That deserves a round of applause. Yes, it does. As you've heard from Chancellor Banks, he said that at New York City Public Schools, we are really taking a transformative approach to how we are creating new school experiences that are truly student-centered. And because of that, the Office of New School Development and Design is not just innovating the educational landscape, we are shaping the future. We are actually shaping the future as we're empowering and equipping the next generation with the necessary skills to build a more inclusive world. Now, to do this, our superintendents and school leaders are engaging regularly with their communities and other stakeholders to ensure that the new schools that we open meet all students' needs. Not just some students, but all students' needs. Amplify their strengths, are the highest quality and sustainable for years to come. We're absolutely grateful for our many partners who do this work together, realizing the vision of a new school. And this is hard work. It's hard work, but it's absolutely exciting work, and we collectively come together and we get it done. Now, let me just tell you a little bit about these incredible new schools before I turn it over to the leaders who actually know them best. We absolutely will be opening a new BARD in Brooklyn, as Chancellor mentioned. Give it out the BARD, some props to BARD. As the Chancellor mentioned, students will be able to earn an associate's degree for free while attending this school. 80% of the seats will be dedicated to the students from that community. Which is super important, which is directly responsive to what we're hearing from the people. See, we actually listen to what the community wants, and then we're providing them with what they want. They said they wanted an accelerated school that was close to their homes, and we're providing them with just that. We are also opening Motion Picture Technical High School. Shout out to Kevin. It's a CTE school which will prepare students for well-paying, below-the-line jobs in TV and film. And this is really a game changer for an industry where people of color are often underrepresented, but we are giving them access. We are also opening the first ever district Montessori public elementary school in downtown Brooklyn. Shout out to Carol. And this is a school where children will actually drive their own learning through multi-age classrooms and uninterrupted blocks of work time, which really fosters self-motivation and engagement. We're opening an inquiry-based hands-on elementary school. Hey, Malika. And this school is actually inspired by the very popular Brooklyn New School, which is also located in downtown Brooklyn. We're opening schools that will feature world language enrichment programs in Arabic, Mandarin, and Spanish. Shout out to Sahir, Lisa, and Sivi. And these particular schools will greatly benefit students and families in those very diverse communities. In the South Bronx, we'll have a new middle school working to cultivate students' love of debate through experiential learning. Hey, Camaro. Also opening both elementary and middle schools that will encourage our children to begin thinking deeply about STEAM, high-demand careers, and entrepreneurship at an earlier age. Shout out to Stephen and Lisa for that one. And as the Chancellor mentioned, that's actually a nod to our Bright Starts and Bold Futures motto. Now, these 9 schools actually really push the boundaries of the traditional educational models. They are cutting edge, they are unique, and they are directly responsive to what we know and continue to hear from our students and communities about what they need and what they want to see in their schools. And that's the most important part that the Chancellor is speaking about. We're really listening to the people and providing them with what they want in their school communities. Definitely want to thank Chancellor Banks again and Deputy Chancellor Weisberg for your leadership, and our superintendents as well for supporting these schools. Most of all, definitely want to give huge shout out and thanks to the incoming new school leaders. Your vision, your passion, and your commitment to this work is truly inspiring to us all. And I really can't wait to see your dedication become a reality when your school doors open in September. Truly excited about that. We are in this work together, and I look forward to continually supporting you along this journey. Another round of applause for our new leaders. Just super proud of this team, super excited about this work, because I really know firsthand how many lives will change for the better when we get this right. When we get this right, lives really change. And whether as a teacher in the Bronx, a principal in Queens, a district leader, a central leader, I've seen it. I've lived it, I've felt it. I know what it feels like when we get this right for kids, and that's truly exciting for me. Now, we couldn't do this work without the space to house these models and the new capacity that the School Construction Authority delivers in the form of some very beautiful buildings. SCA is an invaluable partner to New York City Public Schools, and with this cohort in particularly, many of the new schools that we are opening will be in brand new buildings that were created to address the seat need in these communities. With that being said, I would like to invite up the SCA President, Nina Kubota, to say a few words.
Thank you, Chancellor Banks, and I'm short, Dr. Rux. Thank you. There you go. Thank you. I'm incredibly happy to be here on behalf of the New York City School Construction Authority. So why am I here? Because 5 of the new schools will be housed in brand new buildings that the SCA will be turning over to the New York City Public Schools this September. A 6th school we'll call Albee Square will be a site that will house another school. We opened this last September. It's even more exciting to announce that these schools are part of the 24 new buildings that we're opening in 2024. That's right, we'll be adding 11,000 new seats citywide.
Yes, that's
This is just the tip of the iceberg to go along with some of the other signature initiatives that built 21 standalone gymnasium annexes, provided the necessary electrical infrastructure at 750 buildings to allow for the installation of 15,000 air conditioning units, and creation of over 6,000 early education seats. In short, we're making sure our schools have the infrastructure they need for our scholars to learn and grow in. And once again, I'm thrilled to be here today to help roll out the seats in the locations that we've talked about with the state-of-the-art facilities that our kids will need to succeed. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And with that, it is my pleasure to officially open you all to the new schools fair. Please visit each table where our principals will be stationed, meet the new school leaders, and learn a little bit about each of the new schools that we're going to be opening in the fall. Thank you so much.
It'll be about 15 minutes.